Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. So in today's video we are going to be talking about the match between Barcelona and Alaves, and this is going to be a game where Barcelona is going to be playing away. So I think that when we are talking about this week here, this was a very big week for FC Barcelona, because the way that we started this week, from going to Bartomeu resigning from FC Barcelona to Barcelona winning against Juventus 2-0, and now that we are here in the position where we can top it all off with a win against Alaves, this needs to be done. This is going to go down as probably one of the most historic weeks Barcelona has had in a very long time, and also one of the best weeks Barcelona have had in a very long time. Yes, have we had moments throughout the year of 2020 where Valverde did get sacked or Barcelona won 5-0 in a game? We have had those great moments throughout this whole year, but I think that this was a week that is going to be remembered from all FC Barcelona fans. And to be very honest, I don't think that nothing is going to beat this week going forward until this year does end. So this is a moment for us to rejoice, to live in the moment, because Barcelona right now is set to begin a new era going forward. Elections are also going to be taking place, and so recap, the best way to top off this historic week would be to get a good, convincing, great performance from Barcelona this Saturday coming up. And so now I do want to move forward towards the squad list. And if we look at the squad list here, right, we can see that every player is here, but keep in mind we don't have three players, which is Felipe Coutinho, Marc-Andre ter Stegen, and Samuel Umtiti. These are the three players that are not featured in the squad list because of their current injuries. Now, one other thing that did caught many people's attention when this squad list did get dropped by Ronald Koeman, and that is that Riqui Puig is not featured in this squad list. It has also been confirmed that the only reason why Ronald Koeman did not feature Riqui Puig in this squad list is because of technical reasons. And one would think right now that Coutinho is not going to be in this squad list, you would think that Riqui Puig would finally get a chance to not only feature in the squad list, but actually get a good amount of minutes against a team like Alaves. And now we are seeing here in the squad list that he cannot even be featured, even though a player like Coutinho is going to be staying at Barcelona against Alaves. Here's the one thing that I do have to say, right? As a FC Barcelona fan, this is very frustrating to watch, right? Because we do want to see these La Masia players flourish on the pitch. We do want to see these players have fun, enjoy their football, bring results to this club, and overall see these young talent become world-class players in top European football. That is what us FC Barcelona fans want. But as a general football fan, I just don't think it really does matter, because in the end, you just want Barcelona to perform well, and that is what we have been seeing with Barcelona. Barcelona has been performing extremely well, better than they have performed in the past 18 to 24 months. And so as a football fan, I just don't think it would even matter to see Riqui Puig feature in this squad when Barcelona is already playing in this way. So there is two different ways to look at this, and it has also been confirmed by Cat Radio that Ronald Koeman is not going to be using Riqui Puig because of technical reasons. I have no idea exactly why Ronald Koeman does not want to place Riqui Puig into this team, and why he does not see Riqui Puig as an important player for this Barcelona team. But hopefully in the end we do get to see more of Riqui Puig in this upcoming season. Hopefully we do get to see this player get more minutes, and in the end Riqui Puig will be able to capitalize off of the chances that Ronald Koeman does give him. And now I do want to move on to La Liga Table. We can see here that we are currently in 12th place. Keep in mind, there are many teams on the table that have played two more games more than FC Barcelona, which is the reason why Barcelona is so low at the moment. But if you were to really think about it, right, if we already played 5 matches, and if we were capable to capitalize off of the 5 matches and completely maximize those games, we would have 15 points at the moment, which would take us at first place. And that is where we should have been in the first place. But we have taken some losses, we have taken some ties, and apparently that is what made Barcelona go to 12th place. And now going up against a team like Alaves, Barcelona have to come in strong. The players must come in healthy, which is now going to lead me towards the injury updates. As for Araujo, according to Javi Miguel, Araujo will be out for the next 3 games due to hamstring injury, which basically means that Araujo is going to be missing the match against Alaves, Dynamo, and make it just in time, just like Felipe Coutinho against Atletico Madrid. It's very unfortunate to see that Araujo will not be participating in this game. This is now only going to lead us towards only having 2 center backs, which is Gerard Piqué and Lenglet. And to go into further detail about Araujo, it says here, Araujo has played the game against Juventus with a discomfort, and the coaching staff knew about it, but they didn't give him much importance because the player said he was fine. And it's crazy to hear that, right? The fact that Araujo already had an injury before the game against Juventus, I do understand why Barcelona and the player have agreed to move on forward, because we had no other choice. And we have touched on this topic about 3 or 4 weeks ago. When the transfer window did close, I was ranting throughout a whole video saying that, so you are going to end the transfer window loaning out Todibo for this season and not bring in a brand new center back to solidify our defensive options. That is one of the worst things you can do as a Barcelona president. And I said time and time again that the last thing you do want to do is to have only 3 center back options going into this current season. And now we are here paying the price for the lack of planning from the previous board that was in the club. So even though Bartomeu and the board members are not here at the moment, we can still see the after effects they have left within this club. And now moving on to Marc-Andre ter Stegen, we have seen that Marc-Andre ter Stegen was back in training. He was back in his feet. It was a great thing to see. It did bring a lot of smiles to many people, the fans, the players. Even ter Stegen looked very, very happy. Marc-Andre ter Stegen is progressing. His injury is getting much better, and I cannot wait for this goalkeeper to come back, because not only are we going to bring back a solid goalkeeper again, even though I know that Neto has been playing extremely well, but we are also going to be bringing in another captain on the pitch. And there is nothing better for Barcelona but to have a goalkeeper who knows how to command his defensive line and what he wants his defenders to do on the pitch. And that is what makes a great captain for FC Barcelona. This man here is going to be a very important player for this current season. Now I do want to move on to 2 other players, and that is Dembele and Pedri. The reason why I don't want to talk about these 2 players is because there has been many reports regarding these 2 players, and you can see, right, you can see that there is now a sense that the media do want to push these 2 names out there into the world. After having some great performances, this is what the media likes to do. Now we must be very careful, because we don't want to put pressure on players like Dembele and especially a player like Pedri. But 2 very interesting reports have came out regarding these 2 players. Starting with Dembele, it says here, Koeman is happy with Dembele's performance but is cautious with him. He had initially caught Koeman's attention, but the coach does not mark a specific player. After that, Dembele has trained very well, and Koeman now finds him more focused and better, which is absolutely true. The fact that we are starting to see Dembele become much more dangerous in front of goal, this is exactly what Barcelona have been needing in a very long time. And you can just tell that Dembele has been working on his performance on the pitch. The way that he has so many calculated runs is telling us that Dembele knows exactly what to do to stay away from any injury in the possible future. And then moving on to Pedri, it says here, Koeman is impressed with Pedri. He thinks that in a few years, Pedri can be a real crack. What Koeman likes most about him is his team play. He always thinks about the team, although Koeman believes that Pedri should improve his physique to grow. And I can agree with that. Pedri is a player that does have a very small frame. Now, that doesn't mean that Pedri should be worried about having a small frame, because to me, it really does look like Pedri does not care that he has a very small frame, because the way that we saw Pedri perform against Juventus and many other teams, this player here does have the work ethic to not only lose the ball in his final third, but to also track back and gain that ball back. This man here is a warrior. He is a fighter. So to me, it really does look like that Pedri is not worried about having a small frame, which makes me very happy to see that, because Barcelona love when young players are very committed to bringing results on the pitch, not for just the sake of making themselves look good and just score goals. Pedri does want to do the dirty work, and those type of players are always going to be welcomed in Barcelona. And the fact that we are hearing reports that Barcelona are building a workout plan for Pedri to become and have a bigger, more physical type of frame is only going to make Pedri even better, which is now going to lead me towards the lineup. Now, I think that we should adjust this lineup not based off the team that we're going to be facing. I think that we should adjust this lineup based off the position that we are in. And ultimately, this does mean that Barcelona have to put in the best players in order to get the best result possible. And so this is the lineup that Koeman is expected to place out against Alaves. We should see Neto in goal, Alba being placed in the left back position. Our center backs is going to be Lenglet and Piquet. Keep in mind, Araujo will not be in this game. Then I do expect to see Serginho Serginho Dest on the right back position. After seeing that Sergio Roberto did play against Juventus full time, I think that this will be the time for Dest to play a full match. And then as for the double pivot, I do expect to see De Jong and Pjanic. I love the way that Pjanic is building that chemistry with Lionel Messi, and so we should see more of that against Alaves. And then as for our 4 attackers, I do expect to see Ansu Fati on the left, Pedri in the middle, Dembele on the right, and Lionel Messi play the number 9 role. Keep in mind that every time we do see our front 4 form in this way, there is never a set position unless you're Dembele. Dembele does stay on the right. But as for players like Pedri, Messi, or Ansu, they usually do switch positions. So sometimes we do see Ansu Fati play as a number 9, or Messi play in the middle, and then Pedri play on the left wing area. So they do shift positions, and they are more than comfortable to do that. The substitutions that I do want to see for FC Barcelona is going to be Trincao coming in for Dembele, Busquets coming in for Pjanic, and Antoine Griezmann coming in for either Ansu Fati or Pedri. And I'm always going to go back to what Koeman did say to Lionel Messi after the match against Juventus. He did say, great performance, but kill off the game much earlier. When he did say that, this was Koeman not only speaking to Lionel Messi, but I think that this does imply to all of the players in this squad. Each of these players, Dembele, Pedri, Ansu Fati, Messi, Trincao, Griezmann, they all need to kill off the game much earlier. Barcelona is more than capable enough to kill off this game within the first half. And this is now going to lead me towards the 3 key players that we should expect to see stand out against Alaves. The first one is going to be Lionel Messi. I do believe that after Bartomeu has resigned, we are seeing a Messi that is much more relaxed on the pitch, and he simply does not have to worry about any off-field issues after the game is over. Messi will now officially be more focused on the season, which is going to be a great thing to see, because to be very honest, throughout this season, we have not seen that Lionel Messi that we have once seen 2 or 3 years ago. We do want to see that Messi back. We do want to see that Messi that does get the ball inside the box and finish those chances. And now I want to move on to the second player, and that is going to be Ansu Fati. Ansu Fati was a player that did not start against Juventus because it was clear Koeman did favor Pedri over Ansu Fati in this game. And now that we are going to be facing Alaves, this will be a great time for Ansu Fati to showcase what he can do for FC Barcelona and for Ronald Koeman. Ansu Fati right now is currently the top scorer for FC Barcelona with 4 goals. Now, he does actually share the top score for La Liga with his former teammate Luis Suarez. And I bet you that Ansu Fati is going to be wanting to extend his goal scoring form in this match on Saturday night. And now moving on to the last player that we should expect to see, and that is going to be Serginho Dest. This is also another player that did miss a match against Juventus. In the last La Liga game, we have seen Serginho Dest play extremely well against Real Madrid. In fact, Serginho Dest played so well that he was one of the players that did stand out in this game. And Dest is going to be wanting to prove to Ronald Koeman that he can continue to bring great results on the pitch. And that is what makes Dest such an interesting character, because I think that what we have heard after that match against Real Madrid, Dest did say that even though he played well, he is still very disappointed that Barcelona have lost and they could have performed much better. That is the type of attitude Barcelona do need, and that is the type of attitude Barcelona is going to be very impressed on when players such as Serginho Dest do act in that way. Serginho Dest is a winner. Serginho Dest does want to win with Barcelona as a collective, and I do believe that on Saturday night we are going to see Dest bring the best value possible for FC Barcelona and try and get a very good, convincing win. And my final predicted scoreline for this match is going to be 4-0. So thank you guys so much for watching. That'll be it for today's Barcelona pre-match preview. If you guys are new here, welcome to the channel. Please like, subscribe, comment, and I will see you guys in the next video.